Hi everybody, Jeff Yastine here. You know, last summer my family and I visited London. I'm not much of a customer of IKEA. I'm not a customer at all, frankly, here in the US, but it does have a handful of giant stores scattered around London as well. So in the name of research, I wandered into one. The way I figure it, if you want to know what mainstream is or what mainstream will be in the near future, IKEA is a good place to start. It has more than 300 stores on either side of the Atlantic. So what caught my eye? Well, it was IKEA's energy storage system. This is a picture of it. Basically, it's a big old battery for your house. When it's hooked up to a handful of solar panels, which IKEA also sells, basically a homeowner can store electrical power for use at night and on cloudy days. As I've written before, energy storage for utilities and homeowners is a gigantic opportunity for investors. We ignore it at our wallet's peril. So I believe that energy storage is the missing link in our electrified digital economy. Fossil fuels are easily stored, of course, but they provide an increasingly smaller mix of America's energy needs. On the other hand, wind and solar provide an ever larger share, but what does a utility or a homeowner do when there's no wind or no sun? Energy storage is the answer. In the Total Wealth Insider model portfolio, I already have one stock in there that's up more than 40%. I'll be adding more in the months to come. Investors like ValueAct's Jeffrey Ubben describe a 21st century electrical grid with energy storage at its center as, quote, an Amazon-like opportunity. He says you haven't had electricity as a growth business in a long, long time. It's worth noting that the world's largest solar and energy storage plant was just switched on in Hawaii. It has the ability to store 100 megawatt hours worth of power for up to 5 hours straight. Utility executives in Kauai say their plant provides as much as 40% of the island's evening peak power via stored solar energy. And according to researchers at Woods Mackenzie, the amount of energy storage deployments tripled on a year-over-year basis for 2 quarters in a row. And as you can see from the chart, it has been steadily growing in recent years. And that is because there is increasingly a push by utility regulators to have these energy storage systems in place for their local utilities to make use of more and more of the wind and solar power that their utilities are generating. We're seeing that not just in California and in Hawaii, but also Massachusetts, New York, Nebraska, New Mexico, and elsewhere. So when you invest, you want to put your money into sectors that promise to grow much faster than the overall U.S. economy. And our economy is really only growing by about 3% a year or so at best. And in my view, energy storage promises to deliver that in spades for years to come. Click on the screen if you'd like to read more. And I'm Jeff Yastine. We'll talk to you soon.